So this time around, I want to speak a little bit about thoughts. I've been reading about some of it, and there was this thing that I found very interesting, and that was the fact that every thought that you have, it's somehow manifested, maybe in another dimension or something. But like you right now can be thinking, "Oh, I don't know, I want to eat some chips or something." That's something that you said. Well, it's just in my mind. It's just in my head. Um, Not gonna change anything in the external world. At least not before you do any action about it. But then, what we don't notice is every thought we put out is like an entity of its own. It's energy that goes through your brain and process something, and something changes inside of you, and by the same coin it changes outside of you too. So whatever you're thinking, you're creating entities that go with you everywhere. Like if you think positively, usually you'll start seeing things in a better light, or in a more positive light than if you don't. So yeah, then we should be a little bit careful with what we think. Just a tiny bit. I mean, you can go crazy with it, but notice that every if we are gonna say that a thought is an entity, that a thought is something you're creating, like I said, in another dimension, in another plane of existence, then be careful with what kind of thoughts go around your head. Remember these thoughts as entities. They can come in all kinds of shapes and forms. There are good thoughts and bad thoughts, and obviously you think a bad thought and it has a very ugly shape. If you think like a toxic thought, like something like you just wanna do harm to someone, to something, like you cannot just cope with what you're thinking, those are very powerful thoughts that in a way, in some way, um, they have a tendency to grow on their own. You share your thoughts with the people around you, and obviously whatever you're speaking about, it becomes even stronger. Like if I say to you, "Oh well, I think the world's gonna end," and I do it with the intention to just fill you with fear, you will probably answer to me in a fearful way, with your own fearful thoughts or aggressive thoughts, maybe because you might not be ready to face the fact that it may be ending. So hope I'm making some kind of sense, at least. But it's something I've been thinking a bit the last couple of days. Thoughts really have some power beyond what we think they do. Like you think something and then it's out of your head. Nothing is out of your head. I would venture to say ever, and obviously just in a general sense. But anyhow, uh, take this video as a pilot. It's just a couple of thoughts I had. Remember, thoughts as entities and the shape and the size of these thoughts as entities. Just wanted to talk a little bit about it. And I don't know, let me know your thoughts. And I'll see you later.